All right, here's a Blade Hurricane Clown female that just shed out. Dave Palumbo here with another installment of Muscle Serpents Daily. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Today I decided I want to show you some of our grow-up ball python females. That's right, the females that are on the verge of breeding, and maybe a couple I'm just going to throw in that might, breed next year. But I want to show you some cool female ball pythons that I am grooming to put into the breeding program this year, which is actually an advantage for people watching out there, because that means I'm going to be selling some of my breeder females that I have now, because you can only have so many breeders. I remember Ozzy once said, no matter how many ball pythons he breeds, he always gets the same number of clutches every year. And it's so true. You can breed 100 females and you might get 50 clutches or 25 clutches. You can breed 200 females, you'll still get the same 25 to 50 clutches. It's unbelievable. It's like they almost self-limit themselves. So it doesn't really pay to have that many extra breeders in your program. If you progress your program and you go to double and triple recessive programs, you stick with those breeder females, and that's really what I'm going to be doing. So let's take a look, let's see what I got, and then the next video might be ball pythons I'm going to be selling. All right, just going to show you some cool grow-up ball pythons, and that are on the verge of potentially maybe breeding this coming season. Here's a beautiful black Pastel Pie, one of my favorite morph combinations. As you know, I love the Panda Pie. I have a Panda Pie female, I can show you in a minute, who has yet to breed for me, and I don't know why, she's just not a good eater. She was a very good eater when I first produced her. But this is one of the darkest, just single gene black Pastel Pies I've ever produced. And this female is definitely about 1,200 grams. She might, by the time November comes around, actually be ready to breed. She just shed, so you can see some nice, beautiful, nice color in her. Nice balance between the dark and the white too. And I showed you that beautiful black Pastel Pie, so I got to show you my purple Panda Pie. So this is a super black pastel banana pie. So you got the super black Pastel Pie as a Panda Pie, and then add banana, it turns the black to purple, and you get a purple Panda Pie. This little female has been growing the last couple of years. She's a 2022, yeah, so she's about 1.5 years old. Hopefully she'll start eating a little bit more now, and we can get her up to breeding size by next year. Here's a really big girl. Beautiful, beautiful Ghi Mojave Super Pastel Pinstripe Clown. A Ghi Mojave, which you would never know that's what this was. But then you have to add in Super Pastel, which removes a lot of that color. Pinstripe, which obviously makes everything very orange and pinstripey, and then you have Clown. So it's visual clown. Clown takes away those pinstripes and the pinstripe, and you get this really dark-eyed clown that had a lot more pattern when it was younger. As it's gotten older, it's gotten like more and more dispersed. But the genetics of this female is incredible, and hopefully we'll be breeding her at some point this season. Yeah, she's definitely big. Got some good size in her. I'd like to breed her to another possible, maybe GHI Hurricane, something like that, or something Leopard. We want to get some more dark stuff into her to get more pattern to be brought out, and it's just exquisite. I'll probably wouldn't breed anything pastel to her just because I think she's already super. I don't want to have all super pastel stuff, but really nice. Here's a little Orange Dream Pastel Clown. Originally I thought there was maybe fire in here. I would think fire would yellow this out a little bit more. So I think it's just OD Pastel Clown. She just shed. So, I mean, these girls are all eating really well. Pablo noticed that, just this past month, September, everything's been just pounding food, which is consistent with the breeding season coming up. I told you we had a weird season. I didn't breed these girls. These girls will all grow up, so I think now they're ready to start cycling and potentially, having babies. That's why I'm selling a lot of breeders, because I have so many new ones that are ready to go this year that I just don't have enough room for the older ones. So If you guys are looking for breeder female ball pythons, hit me up, or eventually I'll start listing them on Morph Market. Here's one of our best that might be ready to go this season. We'll see. She didn't eat last week, so we got to start getting her. If she doesn't start eating, heavily, then she probably won't make it this year. This is OD Ultraviolet Pied, so that's Orange Dream, Ultramel Hypo Pied, so triple recessive with the Orange Dream, incomplete dominant gene, and just oodles of potential in this female here. Here's a beautiful Freeway combination that's also 100% het Ultramel. So Freeway is a combination of the yellow belly and asphalt gene. When they're both found in the same snake, they sit on the same location on the DNA strand. We call that the locus. And they create what we call an axe-like superform. So they get this crazy striped dorsal, what do you call the freeway? It looks like a little freeway where people drive on. And this girl happens to be a Freeway that's het Ultramel, which I think someone might have produced it, but I really haven't seen them. I'd love to see what a Freeway Freeway Ultramel looks like. Ultramel being the T-positive albino. So hopefully maybe this coming season we might produce some. All right, here's a Banana Hurricane, possible GHI. She's very dark. That's why I think there might be GHI in there. There might be Pastel in here as well. She always has been a really dark banana, which tells me that there's probably GHI in there. And that's why I held her back. And she's got a lot of paradoxing in there. If you see that black splotch on her head, she's got a lot of paradoxing all around her. So just kind of held her back for shits and giggles. Banana Hurricane, probable GHI, maybe Pastel. We'll see what she produces down the road. This is interesting. This is a Hurricane Mario Fire Pastel. I don't think it's super pastel, but it could be. That I produced in 21. So she's about 2.5 years old. I think she's going to go this year. I'm really interested to see what the Hurricane, with the like a Super Mario Super Hurricane might look like if we can somehow produce one of these. I think that we might see something special. I think that the Super Pastel in here is kind of watering down a lot of the splendor of the Hurricane and the Mario, so I will not breed her to something that's got pastel in it, so that we can see if we can get those dark bands to come out a little bit more. All right, I've shown you this girl before. Still growing her up. She's not even close to breeding size right now, but this is a OD Orange Dream Leopard Dreamsicle, or Orange Dream Leopard Lavender Albino Pied. So some of the best gene combinations, or some of the best genes in ball pythons all in one snake. One of my favorites. Like I said, I just love the way she looks, and that's why I have her. I actually got her in a trade. We did a trade, another breeder and I, and just love the snake. So she's growing up. We'll have to see where we decide to put her and with who, but probably got another year at least. There's our Mandarin Clown in shed, and we're breeding her now. We started her a little early on the season, and she's definitely has some good weight on her. She's eating, and hopefully we'll produce maybe some. You never know, we might produce some Super Mandarin Clowns this year if we get really lucky. But even producing just some Mandarin Clowns would be awesome, or some banana Mandarin Clowns. That's what we're trying to do with this male we have here. So we'll let her shed out, and we'll keep an eye on her all season. All right, here's our Ultraviolet Female that we've been breeding this year. She was kind of like on the verge of not being big enough. She started eating like a lot the last couple weeks, and she's been fattening herself up. We bred her this past season, but I think she's just going to skip this season, and she's going to go right into next season, and that's fine with me, because we're breeding her to a hypo pied in hopes that we can produce some visual hypo Hurricanes that would have Enchi in them, and that would be, double head for, actually they'd be double head for pied and rainbow. So we could produce some really nice stuff that would be what I call intermediate stuff. Not stuff you're going to see in the first generation, but stuff that will down the road produce some really nice stuff. So she's a good girl. Her brother has been breeding for several years now here. She was always a little bit of a slow starter. She wasn't such a great eater. I think this year might be her year. And here's another rainbow that is a year. This snake is actually a year younger than the one I just showed you, and she's a lot bigger. She's a Hurricane Enshi, maybe even Super Enshi, probably just a Hurricane Enshi. Butter, I think she's got butter in her, and pretty sure she's hypo as well, and she's got that rainbow gene. She's the visual rainbow. She's actually in shed. Normally her eyes are really red. They're a little bluish now because she's going to shed any day. But she's got some nice size, as you can see in her, and she'll go this year more than likely. We'll be breeding her. Well, we haven't even paired her up yet. I haven't decided who I'm going to put in here with her. Probably something with Hurricane, you know, is going to be the way we go. We might put the Ultraviolet in with her. I haven't decided yet, but she's looking amazing. All right, here's a Blade Hurricane Clown female that just shed out. She's looking beautiful. This girl has just gotten better and better as she's gotten older, and I'm actually I can't wait to breed her. She's going to take another year, but super looking amazing. It's amazing what the Hurricane and the Blade did with the Clown. It's better than just, I don't know, it's like lighter. It's much lighter than most Hurricane Clowns would be. And she's gotten lighter over time. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But she's very pretty. Take some of her shed out of here, throw this in the garbage, and let her just kind of chill out a little bit. Change her water bowl, and that's what we're doing here. Just going through snake cages. And we'll wrap up with this little girl. She's obviously not big enough to breed this year, probably next year. This is our Mandarin. Really nice Mandarin too. She's got some really nice coloring. Het Clown, Het Hypo. So she's a double het for Hypo Clown. And we're going to breed her to something that's a visual Hypo Clown, obviously, to bring the Mandarin in to the Hypo Clown project. Right now we're working on the Clown project, but Hypo Clown with Mandarin is going to be even nicer. This girl's really light too. She's very light. Really cool. You know, it just goes to show you, Het Clown really does have a visual cues, and this girl kind of proves it here, because this looks like it's more than just Mandarin. It's a really light Mandarin. It almost looks like a Hypo Mandarin, but it's not. She's double het for Hypo and Pied. Excuse me, double het for Hypo and Clown. Sorry. So we'll keep feeding her, fattening her up, and hopefully she'll get her into the breeding project next year. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today here at Palumbo's Pythons and Boas. Hopefully you enjoyed the ball python video. I know a lot of you had asked me, hey, we want to see some of your ball python stuff. And, you know, these are not my breeders that I'm currently using, and they may not be the best ones, but they're ones that are up and coming breeders on the new horizon that are going to be potentially making some cool stuff in the future here at Palumbo's Pythons and Boas. Plus, I wanted to put some stuff that actually visually look good. I have a couple of double, triple, you know, hets that kind of look like normals that, you know, are not as exciting. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I got my daughters throwing water balloons over there and having fun. I got to go. Hi guys, I'm soaked, so I'm going to come over there and get some more water on me from you guys. Kids loving the sun here. It's very hot here today. It's over 90 degrees here in Cape Coral. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. If you like these videos, make sure to show me the love. Hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, hit that like button. I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Oh, there's Aria. There's Aria, my little sweetie, Princess Aria. Very wet. Is that from all the water balloons? Yeah. Were you hitting me with water balloons? Yes, you are. I was soaked. I had to change my shirt. Oh, no. They want me back. Oh.